Ladies and gents, let me know if you can hear me, but I think for the first time in cream history, we have figured out how to share a screen with a live stream to a Facebook group. Let me know. I truly need to know if you can hear me or not, because what I'm looking at, I'm just looking at my screen. I do see in the group that you can see my screen because I see it on my phone, but I don't know if you could hear me or not. So please let me know if you can hear me. I see it on my phone, but I don't. Okay, I think you can, everybody. Wow, unbelievable. I truly can't believe that we figured out how to do this. This is the first time. We've been doing these live streams. We provide content and training every single Wednesday at 11 o'clock. If it's your first time joining, welcome. A lot of new members to the group. We've been getting people from all over the country, which is actually really cool. I love having a very diverse group, different markets. We're all going after different types of deals, and it has been, it's growing. So I'm grateful about that. I'm grateful to get to know the new people and the people who've been around from the very beginning. By all means, this is an opportunity for you to put your questions in the comments. We are getting into off-market acquisitions. And here's the name of the game, everybody. I don't care what kind of real estate you're in, and I don't care what market you're in. Off-market acquisitions is the way, and I believe acquisitions is spelled wrong here. Look at this. Okay, we are good. You need to learn. So if we're going to be successful as real estate investors, we must understand how to get a good deal. I don't care what business you're in. If you are in a car business, you still need to basically learn how to get a good deal from like an off-market source, from like a private seller, and then you need to be able to bring that to like the retail market. This is all we're doing as real estate investors. It's the same business. You got to have a hookup, right? To be successful in any business. Let's pretend that you're in a lemonade business. Well, you got to kind of have a hookup. You can't go to the grocery store for your lemonades, or for your lemons, I should say, and pay retail. You got to kind of have a hookup, right? And once you have that hookup and you can buy these lemons for wholesale prices, and then you can resell whatever to the retail market. This is what we're doing in any business. You gotta be able to get good deals, and as a real estate investor, this is what we do, and we get these good deals from off-market sources, meaning these properties are not listed with a realtor, meaning these properties are not listed with a broker. This is a direct-to-seller approach. Everybody, direct to the seller. And here's the thing, you're going to see after this presentation, and this is how I'm going to close this presentation down when I'm all done. The deals are out there. There's no shortage of leads. Guess what there's a shortage of? Confidence. This is what's going to separate the people who are successful from the people who just kind of understand it and never actually take the action. It's a little bit scary sometimes when you got to get on the phone with a seller. And this is what we're talking about. This is so important though, and I just want you to know, it's like, if I could instill some confidence in you, you're going to make mistakes. In fact, as we've talked about in previous trainings, when it comes to sales, it's not about being a silver-tongued slickster salesperson. Just be authentic. A lot of people don't have the confidence to get on the phone with these sellers. We're going to talk about where we get these sellers so we can actually make offers. We're going to talk about the type of offers we make to these sellers. This is the thing to make you money. But you got to have the confidence, and you got to believe in yourself a little bit. And we're going to help you, though. We're going to help you. You're going to have a lot more confidence when you're working with people who do this day in and day out. You know how many doors we've had slammed in our face, everybody? We're almost, basically immune to it at this point. You're going to get a lot of no's. That's like anything. Anyone who's successful in any business, come on. You got to be willing to hang in there through the no's, and this is the thing that's going to make you a ton of money. is going after these sellers. There is no shortage of leads. There is just a shortage of confident people willing to take the action. And we train people. We have many, many coaching clients. This is what we help people do. Not only do we show you exactly what to do, but we give you the confidence so when you get on the phone with these sellers, you can actually close the deal, get the contract. We are getting lots of contracts over here. We're making a lot of money. I'm very grateful. And we're making a lot of money by wholesaling a ton of properties and by doing a lot of novations. A lot of people are not training novations right now, but what this is allowing us to do is monetize more leads. So we're talking lead generation here. We find the leads of these off-market deals. You know, if it's a good enough deal, we can buy it for all cash and get a low-ball cash offer accepted. Bam, we'll do it. You know, we'll put it in contract and either wholesale it or we'll buy it. We'll raise private money and buy it for a dirt cheap price. But there's a lot of sellers out there where our low-ball offer does not work for them. So we need another strategy, and that's where we do the novation strategy. This is what we coach people how to do. We're not a cheap date. Our coaching is around $10,000. But then you're in for life. And you have all the systems, all the paperwork, all the scripts, and everything that you need to start generating leads almost immediately. And then more importantly, the confidence to get on the phone with these leads, get the paperwork signed, and then get this property sold so you can monetize the deal. Right? It's one thing to have the confidence. It's one thing to generate the leads. It's a whole nother thing to have the confidence to close the deal, meaning get the contract. And it's a whole nother thing when it comes to monetizing it or selling it to the buyer, the end buyer. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. It all starts with off-market properties, ladies and gents. We need to be getting after it. We need to be going after these motivated sellers. Let's look at our agenda today. Why do we go after off-market properties? Well, we're going to explain that. What is a motivated seller? We don't want just the curious people. We want the serious people. We want the more motivated, the better. The bigger the problem that the seller has, the bigger the problem you're able to solve as an investor/entrepreneur. And the bigger the problems you're solving, the bigger the checks you're cashing. We're going to get into where we find them. I don't care. This is what I'm saying. I'm living in abundance here, everybody. In the Cream Resources Group, we're telling you exactly where to get these leads. There's no barriers here. We want to show you what we are doing here, right? And then we want to instill the implementation. We can coach you through the implementation of it. I'm going to give you exactly. You could do this on your own if you so choose. If you want to go back and watch previous live streams, do it. Go every single week, tune into these live streams because we're providing real value and real content, not holding back. But if you are somebody who just wants to implement quickly, let us know. We'll just coach through it. We'll get this thing off the ground, up and running in a very short order. So we're talking about where we're finding these motivated sellers for off-market acquisitions. We're going to talk about cash or terms. That's getting into making offers a little bit with these off-market sellers. And then we're going to bring it on home and summarize this thing here for you. So, everybody, why are we going off-market? Deals, deals, deals. If we want to be successful as a real estate entrepreneur and a real estate investor, there's no way we can just rely on a realtor to bring us deals. That's what an off-market and on-market is, just to kind of clarify. And by all means, I got a couple comments coming in here. Let me know, hang on one second, let me know your questions. I can see your questions coming up here. So as you have questions, I see RJ's on here. RJ's traveling today. Any questions you have, just put them in the comments. I'm going to answer them in real time. But what is an off-market deal? That means that's something that's not listed with a realtor or not listed with a broker. So it's just straight up direct to seller. All right? An on-market deal would be where you are listing it or selling it's being sold through a broker or a realtor. That is what I'm calling on market. Off market is direct to seller. There is no agent or representation in between you and the seller. This is where you get the deals and make the money. You got to go off market. So Deals, deals, deals. If we're relying on market properties, we're never going to be able to really be successful. I'm here to let you know. And creative offers. When you're working with a seller directly, you are able to get more creative with your offers. There's no way you're going to get a creative offer accepted through a realtor. I mean, it just doesn't happen. Very, very, very rarely in my career, a handful of times we've never got a subject to property accepted, ever. And that's where the financing stays in the name of the seller, and then we get the ownership of the property. We've done extensive training on buying subject to in the feed of the main group. You can see previous live streams. Watch them all, everybody. Watch every single one of them. But there's no way our creative offers and lowball offers and things like that are going to get accepted when these properties are listed with a realtor. So we need to go off market. We need to go directly to the seller if we're going to get the deals. So off market means we're working directly with the seller. On market means something that is listed. Now here's the thing. After you control or buy this off market deal, after you control or buy this property where you're working directly with the seller, we love to put the property on the market to sell the properties, just not when buying. So we make our money when we buy, we get paid when we sell. We make our money when we're getting a great deal directly from the seller, but then we want to sell this to somebody on the market because they're going to be the one who pays the most. On-market retail buyers are going to always pay the most, right? So when we're buying, we go off-market. When we're selling, we like to go on-market. So when we're buying, it's off-market, direct to seller. When we're selling, it's on-market, so we're in front of the masses. Because realtors, they'll bring you people who pay the most. That's why, we just can't be buying our properties through realtors, but we sure as heck can sell these properties on the market. So what is a motivated seller? Everybody, to keep it simple, we are talking about people who need to sell and not want to sell. Everybody wants to sell something. I can't tell you how many times our acquisitions reps are on the phone with the seller and they say, yeah, make me an offer, and, if you give me enough money, I'll sell it. Well, that's somebody who just wants to sell, somebody who just wants an offer. They have no real burning desire, need. There's no problem in their life that selling this property is going to solve the problem. So oftentimes a motivated seller is somebody, maybe they own two different properties, so they're making two different house payments. Maybe the house is sitting vacant. A very common one is where the house needs work, right? But the seller doesn't have the money to put into the house. They're motivated. They're motivated to wheel and deal a little bit, right? Maybe there's something else going on in their life where they need the cash, right? They need the money. It is our job as real estate investors to be a problem solver. Find out what their true motivation is. This is the name of the game. This is a real estate negotiation. It's just basically solving problems. When you look at it from the standpoint of, I'm going to be a problem solver, not a salesperson, it opens up your mind to asking better questions, to genuinely having concern on how you can help these people. You're going to get the best deals when you approach these negotiations that way. So we want motivated sellers because it is our job as investors and entrepreneurs to solve problems, right? Where we're finding them, everybody, I'm here to let you know. The deals are in the data, right? We need to go after our target customer. Don't you realize that's what they're doing on these social media apps? It's crazy, right? I'll give you an example. My lovely better half, soon to be wife, she loves Target. She goes to Target all the time, right? Target pays attention to what people are buying. All these big companies do. We're not big companies as real estate investors, but we can do the same approach. So Target knows what we buy. Guess what they're hitting us up in her email and my email, and it's on my social media and stuff like that? Ads for baby diapers. Well, how the hell does Target know that we have 2 babies and I change 20 diapers a day? They know because they know what we buy. They know what we're looking for. We are their target customer. Target, right? Target is Target, right? So they know they are putting ads and they're putting specials they have on baby stuff because they know we are people with babies. We have 2 beautiful twin babies at home. So they're sending us ads to solve the problem that we have, which is we need more diapers, we need more wipes, and we need more formula, and we need more puree. I'm an expert diaper changer, by the way, everybody. I mean, I can tell you that. Maybe we'll do a live stream just on that someday, because I'm here to let you know. I can whip through some diapers. I know RJ can as well. He's got babies at home as well. So, ladies and gents, these big companies target the ideal customer. They put the right offer in front of the customer to solve their problem. We're going to do the same exact thing here as real estate investors. So we want to go after, we want to get lists of people who are delinquent on their taxes. This is all public record. And I'm not talking about their income taxes, I'm talking about their property taxes. If somebody is not paying their property taxes, that means their property taxes are most likely not included in their payment, meaning a normal mortgage payment is PITI, principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. So if somebody's making their mortgage payment, the tax payment is automatically being paid. If somebody's delinquent on their property taxes, that means they're either not making the mortgage payment or they own the house free and clear, so there is no mortgage payment, but they're not paying that tax bill. Maybe they don't live in the house, or maybe they just don't have the money. So let us, and this is all public record, go right to your county. Do it today, everybody. Don't have any fear. This is public information. Find the people who are behind on their property taxes, and you get there. It's going to give you their name, and it's going to give you the property address. Once you get that list, it's going to be on a spreadsheet. You're going to upload the list to a skip tracing service, and we have a phenomenal deal. Since you're a Cream Resources member, go to creamskip.com and you get the same deal that we do. Instead of 16 cents a piece, it's going to be much, much less. Then the machine, don't you love the internet? It's just insane, right? It's just, hey, the big companies are doing it, we need to be doing it too. So we find the people who are back on their taxes, get their name and the property address, put it on a spreadsheet. It's already on a spreadsheet. You upload it to creamskip.com. Creamskip then is going to spit out all of the phone numbers. And then at that point, you can either pick up the phone and call them yourself, which I would encourage you to do. If you're new and you want to get calloused up, you want to get tough, get in there and start making these calls yourself. Have no fear. And all you're going to do, you're not going to start the call and just say, hey, I know you're back on your taxes. No. Just say, hey, I'm local to the area. Just wondering if you might be interested in selling the property over there at 123 Main Street. Where did you get my number? I pulled it up from a service. The internet's a scary place, but it's also a beneficial tool. Do you know of anyone who might be interested in selling? I can make you a cash offer. Well, you know they're back on their taxes. They might be interested in selling. This is all it takes, everybody. This is for literally pennies. You most likely are going to get the tax delinquent list for free from your county. It's ridiculous how easy this is. You just have to do it. And then you got to pay, I think, 7 cents a piece or something for the phone number. Then you just got to hit the little numbers on your cell phone, call them, and just see, hey, would you be interested in a cash offer? That's all it is. They're going to give you all these objections. Oh, don't call me. Look, I'm not selling anything. I'm seeing if you want to sell me something. Come on. Look, I'm just seeing if you might be interested in selling. No? Okay, next. Who cares? Just do it. Probate. Everybody. This is all public information. When someone passes away, their property is, any real property they own, a house, is transferred to, right, the executor of the estate. This is all public information. The executor of the state is now in control. More than likely, this executor of the state already has their own house, or they live out of state. They don't want this house. They just want to sell it, right? How are you supposed to divvy up a house if somebody passes away and there's 4 children? Is it easier to divvy up the house or divvy up a pile of cash? It's easier to divvy up the cash. So you are an answer to their prayers. All you do is get those executors of the estate, same thing, get the property address, which is right there, and you run it through BatchSkip, phone number. And again, you don't want to be rude, so you're not going to just talk about their personal probate and stuff like that. You say, hey, I just wanted to see if you might be interested in selling the property at 123 Main. That's the script, everybody. It's not the script. So many people come to us and tell us, they say, like, what is the best script? The best script is being authentic. The best script is being yourself. The best script is having a solid work ethic and getting out there and just picking up the phone and asking. That's it. That's all it takes. Would you be interested in selling or getting a cash offer on the house at 123 Main Street? Where did you get my number? I looked it up online. It's all public information. You're not afraid, right? It's all good. People love and respect the truth. You're not doing anything wrong. You're actually the answer to their prayers. Because if somebody just inherited a property and they need to divvy it up amongst their siblings, it's easier to divvy up cash than it is a house. Divorce. Let me tell you. I don't know. I don't assume you've ever been through a divorce. I have not, but I've been through some breakups. And I'm here to let you know, if I owned a house with one of my exes, the first thing I want to do is get out of this house. The first thing I want is to unload this thing. If I own a home with my ex-husband or ex-wife or ex-partner, and I want nothing to do with this person, I'm ready to move on with my life in a new relationship and get a fresh start, please, somebody call me to buy this house. Here's the thing. A lot of people, they like the idea of us because we're going to buy it as is. Because they don't want to have to put the work in. Could you imagine being in this, ex relationship and you're talking to your ex and you're like, well, we got to sell the house. And they're like, well, just sell it. And you're like, well, the house needs work. Would you expect me to put the money into the house? Yeah, you put the money in. Well, then I want more money out of it. No, I'm not giving you any more. But this is how fights are. It's like, who's going to put the money in to fix the house up? An as-is offer to anyone going through a divorce wanting to unload a house is the answer to their prayers. Because they don't want to come out of pocket. Because they're not going to play nice with each other. There's no way they're going to go through this construction together. They can't even keep their relationship together. Believe me, I have exes. I want nothing to do with them. The last thing I want to do is divvy up money to who's going to fix what, and we're going to put money into this thing and try to sell it retail. No. Let's unload this thing to an as-is buyer. Let's unload it to us, a Cream Resources Group member, because you're going to call them, and guess what? Divorce filings, public records, it's all right there. All you got to do is pull up the online. You can get these lists. We spend so much time on our phones, everybody. Guilty, me. I'm talking to myself. I'm not calling anybody out. How much time do we waste doom scrolling, watching videos? It's just ridiculous. I watch so many videos, right? This time is valuable. All you got to do is spend the time on the internet. Just go to different websites. Now, instead of watching the videos and the reels and all the doom scrolling that we do, it's a good way to check out. I get it. There's a lot of things I love, sports too, and things like, I'm just watching highlight reels and playoffs and this and that. And, we all do that to check out a little bit. But we have enough screen time. Let's put that screen time into getting these lists from the counties through court filings. Go after the divorce. Same thing. You got the property address. You got the seller's name. You upload it to BatchSkip. Get the phone number. Hey, just wanted to see if you might be interested in selling that property at 123 Main Street. That's the script, everybody. Code violations. Public records. I don't even need to go on to this anymore. If somebody's got code violations, that means the city, and believe me, those cities they're handing code violations out like hotcakes. It's crazy. I'm going to think positive. I'm going to say, hey, they're doing that because they want to keep the city nice and clean. That's great. But they're giving code violations out to a lot of people who don't have the money to fix the chipping paint, who don't have the money to fix the broken window, who don't have the money to clean up the yard. You're the answer to these people's prayer. You got their name off the code violation list. Go to Cream Skip. Get yourself the phone number. Hey, just wanted to see if you might be interested in selling 123 Main Street. Out-of-state owners. Check this out, everybody. Public records. Somebody owns the house at 123 Main Street in, let's say Columbus, Ohio. But guess what? Is also public record where their tax mailing address is. If their tax mailing address is in Louisville, Kentucky, or the house that you're looking at is in your target market, but their property tax bill is mailed to a different state or a different address, there you go. That's an out-of-state owner. It's hard enough to own properties in the same city as a real estate investor, let alone these out-of-state. My goodness, there's always a new challenge. So we get these out-of-state owners. Jackie, I'll get to your question in a second, but here's the deal, everybody. What you want to do is kind of filter these out-of-state owners and landlords. Let me just touch on what that is. These are just people where the property address is in your target market, but then their tax mailing address is sent just to any different address. It doesn't have to be out of state. It could be in state, right? They could live in the same city, but that is not their primary residence because the property tax bill is sent to a different place, right? Here's my caveat with these ones. You want to filter it and kind of overlay this you want to go after people who have equity. So you're going after the out-of-state owners because there's a lot of them. The tax delinquents, the probates, and the divorces, and the code violations, those are smaller lists. So just get them all. Just go after all of them. Every week there's a new batch. But there's only like 100 of them or something like that. It's only 100. It's easy. Pick up the phone and call them. Out-of-state owners and the landlord list, there's a lot of them. There's thousands. So you want to filter it just a little bit more and go after the out-of-state owners, go after the landlords, but make sure there's equity in the property. And a good list provider will provide that data for you because they're going to be able to see what the lien is against the property and kind of match it up against what the property is worth. We have, for our coaching clients, what I consider to be the number one data provider. I don't know anyone else using them. It's taken years of mistakes buying these lists. It's so funny, and I'll just give my love to the title companies, and I know they just want to add value. There's title companies out there that'll say like, hey, I'll give you, we'll pull marketing data for you. And I guess if that's the only option you have, if that's the only list you have, that's cool. But that data is just not good. You need to work with a true data scientist, like a data provider. And that's what we offer our coaching clients. But this is it, everybody. These are the lists to go after. And the script is simple. Would you be interested in a cash offer? Are you going to get a lot of no's? Of course. Do we care? No. Because every successful entrepreneur deals with no's. Right? Let's toughen up. And it's easier to be tougher. It's easier to have confidence when we're in this thing together. I'm right here with you. We're in the ring. Let's share fun stories about getting doors slammed in our faces. When we make it fun and we make it a game, it's less personal. Let's be successful together, everybody. Come on. Enough is enough. You know what I'm saying? Let's just do the stuff that nobody else wants to do. And embrace it. RJ always says, embrace the suck. It's a lot easier to embrace the suck when we're together and having fun with it. Gamify it. Right? This is going to make us all financially independent and make us rich. Off-market deals. Because guess what? When we find people who want to sell, which our likelihood of finding people who want to sell is very likely when we're going after what we just talked about: tax delinquents, probates, divorce, code violation, landlords, out-of-state owners. Well, you're able to make a creative offer to them. And the cash, so there's two ways to make your offers here to these off-market deals: cash or terms. Cash is always your lowball price. If there's equity in the deal, you're always coming in with a lowball offer. This is your job, right? This is. But here's the thing: it's okay because you're offering convenience. If they want more, if the seller wants more and they're insulted by your cash offer, no problem. Tell them to list it with a realtor. They're going to probably get more on paper, but they're also going to have to deal with numerous inspections. They're going to have to deal with somebody probably using a loan. They're probably going to have to deal with paying commissions, a 30-day close. They're going to continue paying the utilities, keeping up on the maintenance of the property until the closing. Or they could just take your lowball cash offer. It's not insulting because guess what? Your cash offer is convenient. I'll have your check for you next Friday. There's an old saying out there: a bird in the hand is better than two in the bush. We're bird in the hand people here in our business. We're not bottom feeders. No. We're offering a quality, convenient service to the marketplace. If our offer is what they're looking for, great. They'll take it. If not, great. Go sell it for more. We're not desperate. We can shake hands and part as friends. So when there is equity in the deal, we're coming in with a low ball offer. And be upfront about it. I tell the sellers directly, yes, our cash offers are the lowest. You know what? Want to know why? Because the cash costs me a lot of money. I got to get a hard money loan, or I got to work with a private lender. I got to pay double-digit interest. You don't have to pay that. I do, though. You're just getting the cash. All right? Now, if there's not a lot of equity, sometimes you can get creative. And the most common way to get creative is doing a subject to deal. We've done extensive trainings on this, and we're going to continue to do subject to deals, right? But that's where if the terms of their underlying financing are good, favorable, a fixed rate, low interest rate, fixed, 30-year solid mortgage on this thing, and the person just is willing to walk away with a small amount of cash and just deed you the property, you can do that stuff with these motivated sellers. We love those kind of deals, right? There's no way you're getting those deals accepted if you're working with a realtor. In fact, realtors are like, you can't do that. A realtor, love my realtor. I'm a realtor. I'm allowed to say this, right? Most realtors will talk you out and talk these sellers out of viable deals constantly. Just because people fear what they don't understand. That's cool. We understand it here in the Cream Resources Group, and we're taking these things all the way to the bank. And guess what we're doing? Solving problems all the way there. Helping these people 100%. So when there's equity in the deal, we're going for the cash offer. If there's underlying financing, which looks good, like they have an underlying low interest loan and the payment on their underlying loan is only $900 a month, the seller's willing to walk away with maybe $10,000 cash, and then you could rent this thing for $1,800 a month. How many people would do that? Think of your return on investment. You come out of pocket $10,000 to give to the seller to walk away. Rent the property for $1,800. The underlying payment is now $900. You're making $900 a month. What is the return on investment? I have my phone here next to me because I'm looking at the comments and I'm going to be answering questions here. Q&A starting shortly. But what is the return on? You're making like 100%. Listen, what is it? 900 times 10 is 9,000 plus 1,800. You're literally out of pocket $10,000 to make $900 a month. It's like you're making over $10,000 a year. So you can't, like with these creative offers and buying subject to, you could get ridiculous returns. Give the seller $10K to walk away and you're making a positive cash flow every single month. Show me a stock in the S&P 500 in the stock market that's going to pay you $900 a month on a $10,000 purchase. It doesn't exist. You can only get these deals approved when you're working directly with the seller, because that is what you are doing. That is what you are solving their problems with your profitable creative offers and deals. Summary: finding the leads is easy. Everybody, we'll tell you exactly where to get. You just get it from the county, and in fact it's free. This is the true source. It's just that nobody wants to do it. People, I don't know what it is. Let's just commit to not being lazy, everybody. Let's stick in this thing together. Every week we're here. Let's go. Let's go. Let's hold each other accountable. Let's have fun with this. Take action. Make mistakes. Fail forward. It is no big deal. The people who succeed are the ones who are going to have the courage to pick up the phone and talk to sellers and get turned down. If you're interested in completely making this turnkey for you, let us know. We'll coach you through it. And here's the thing. We've been working with Rula D. Rula is our enrollment specialist. Several of you guys have done calls with him. I get it. This is a business. It's $10,000 to coach with us. You know what I would suggest doing? Do the $97 deal. We have a $97 deal. It's $97, and we will go through our deals with you. It is so valuable. For $97, we will show you week in and week out the deals that we closed, the successful, profitable real estate transactions. You can look over our shoulder. It's basically like you're in the office with us. We show you the address, we show you the profit, we show you the paperwork, we show it to you for $97. It's called the Fast Track program, right? And we'll get on a call with you once a month in that program. It's legit. I'm very confident in what we offer because we do this day in and day out. Now, the full coaching students, the ones for the 10K program, we're on the phone with them weekly. We're texting with them. We have relationships with them. The $97 one, you're just going to be in a different Facebook group where we're going to give you the videos, right? But it's very, very valuable. And you still get to talk to us once a month. So everybody, let's get into some Q&A. We got Jackie. Do you use platforms like Privy or PropStream? We do. We used to. Now we have a full-time data scientist that is a beast, and he provides all the data for us. Predictive data, it's called. And that is what our clients get in our flagship coaching. But yeah, you could get leads from PropStream. My fear with that, Jackie, is that everybody does that. I think unless you are working with us and you could work with our data scientist to make this happen, my suggestion is just to go directly to the county and get it from them. Don't even do the PropStream thing. Don't even do the Privy thing, because everybody does that. We need to zig while everybody else zags. We need to be different. Abdi's in the house. Abdi, you have been a shining positive light within our group, and I appreciate your positive attitude. How quick would you give them check without doing title searches and making sure they're not hiding? Hey, that's a great point. Every deal we do, Abdi's asking, like, how soon will we just give somebody the cash and have them give us the keys to the property? We would never do that, Abdi. Every deal we close, including and especially the creative ones, are run through the title companies. We're doing a title search. We're buying title insurance to make sure there's no liens that we don't know about. Yeah, absolutely, Abdi. We're not giving anyone one nickel until we know for sure there are no additional liens, or we're not signing up for some big mess that we're going to need to clean up. Can we dive deeper into subject 2? Absolutely, Rula D. We've done videos on that. Maybe that'll be if that's your request. If there's a specific topic you guys want us to cover on Wednesdays, just put it right there in the feed. Tag us. Hey Dave. Hey RJ. Hey Rula. Can you guys talk about how you sell your properties after you get the contract? Can you guys talk about how to get the contract over the phone? Whatever you guys want. This is what we're here to do in this group every Wednesday at 11. So We are going to open it up. Any other questions, everybody? And then off-market deals allow for the best discounts. That's right, RJ. RJ knows about that. Solve problems and get discounts. This is what an entrepreneur is. This is what an entrepreneur does. Creamskip.com for skip tracing. It's 7 cents a pop. RJ reminded us. You are welcome, Jackie. Going to give it 2 more minutes here, everybody. But just in summary, get the data from the county, right? There's no fancy script. There's no magic bullet. There's no secret pill. There's nothing like that. The name of the game is just being transparent, being confident, and being authentic. Go after motivated sellers who own properties and ask the simple question, would you be interested in selling? That's it, everybody. Let's not overcomplicate this. You deserve to be successful. We're going to help you get there here in the Cream Resources group. Tate Klein, what's your diaper change time? Very fast, bro. Tate wants to know my diaper changing skills, ladies and gents. Extremely fast. And I know I'm not the only one because we have many parents here, and that's what I love about you guys. Let's create wealth, create financial freedom for our families. You deserve the best. Your kids deserve the best. Let's stop being afraid of looking stupid in front of other people. That is the number one thing that holds people back. Because guess what? The people that we're trying to avoid looking stupid in front of do not care about us. They don't care. They only care about themselves. Your coworkers, your colleagues, even your bosses and stuff like that, they're putting themselves before you. Hate to say it. Even the people probably that you call your friends. There's very few people in our lives who are going to put themselves or are going to put you before themselves. Very few. Unconditional love is a very rare thing. Now there's people. We have family members. We're very close. There's love in our life. I'm not saying there's not. But I'm here to let you know. The vast majority of the masses that we are looking to avoid looking stupid or foolish by, and that's keeping us from taking action, these people don't care about you. We care about you here in the Cream. We're going to laugh about our failures. And guess what else we're going to do? Hold hands and cross the finish line together and put that gold medal while you're standing on the podium right around your neck. We're going to sing the national anthem together over here. That's what I'm about. Let's be part of that community. Let's be part of the community that is going after their goals. It's okay to set goals. There's so many people in my life right now, even in my own family. I'm not sharing my goals with them. I don't even tell them that we do this stuff. Coaching. I don't even tell them, what are they going to do? They're not going to add anything to it. They're not going to support it. They're just going to nitpick it. I'm not here to be nitpicked, everybody, and I'm not here to nitpick you, and nobody is here in the Cream Resources group. We are holding each other up. Let's go. Ladies and gents, we will see you on the next live stream. Any questions you have, you know where to find us. Just tag us right in the post. Any question you have about real estate, put it in the group. I will answer it personally for you. If I don't, RJ will. Or both of us. Any question you have about real estate, something you're struggling with, put it in the main feed of the group. It has been a pleasure speaking to you on this Wednesday.